everyone. Scrappy Kathy here with 30 days of sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life, and we're zeroing in on the end as we sit here on the 29th. So I guess this is the second to last day, but it's a big day for me. I've already done this sketch. I did it for Challenge Accepted because this was the challenge that Shannon and I agreed to do. So every Thursday I do the Challenge Accepted version of the sketch, and then later I do the load version of the sketch, which is something I'm doing every day. So this is the sketch, and I wish I had the layout I did yesterday to show you. I did it kind of this way with the scallops out this side and the strip of paper down. I did this vertical version. Today I'm turning it on its side, and I'm using only 2 photos. And instead of scallops, I'm gonna do a row of tickets, and we'll see where it goes from there. The load prompt was about something that is rare in your life, and the guest designer used as an example that because she's eating healthier, she's doing fewer trips to Starbucks for sweet treats, and so she documented that and did an absolutely gorgeous page. And I have certainly, I wish I could say, because I'm eating healthier, this is rare or that is rare or something else is rare. But that's probably not a story I could or should tell right at this moment because I'm not doing well on that front. I had actually come across some photos recently in my memories, Facebook memories. This is John inside of the Margaritaville Cafe in Nashville, and this is a shot out the window. There's a window kind of right over here. We had food in the main part of the restaurant and then went out to the kind of open bar area that has this beautiful plate glass view of the main street there. And this is a view of the sign and then the Lawrence Record Shop sign across the street. And I've always loved this photo, and I was very surprised. You can see a little bit of glare right here, but other than that, it's hard to tell that this photo was taken through a window. So A, the window was clean, and B, it just really came out good. And I've always been proud of that photo. And this was one of John inside. And we used to go to Nashville a lot. Since we moved to Atlanta, we made a couple trips just to visit there, and I kind of got hooked on a scrapbooking store in, just outside of Nashville. I'm forgetting it now. They closed a while back, but it was a really different kind of brick and mortar store. It had different supplies than what I saw at Archivers or other local scrapbook stores here, and it's a shame, as it is for all the stores that have gone away. But when the kids were living with their mom in Louisville, Nashville was kind of a halfway point between Atlanta and Louisville. So we would often meet in Nashville, and John and I always tried to squeeze in an extra day or two. And then we, took Allie there as part of the trip that we made with all the kids, or with each of the kids back in 2009, right after we had retired. And we just came to love the city. It's like a small town that you can walk around in, and there's also things out around that you can enjoy. And it's filled with so much history. It's like New Orleans to me in that, the character of it's very different from New Orleans, but when I say, I'm sure there are some of you out there that'll know what I mean when I say, as soon as you get there, you can hear and feel the music. And I can't say that John and I, either one of us, are diehard country music fans. There's a little of it that we like. We are music fans, period. And if there's a country song, but I am a sucker for live music. I love live music. And if I am there in a room with other people who are enjoying live music, I see and hear things that I didn't, that I might not otherwise see or hear on the radio or on a CD. And how old must I be to say record stores and CDs? Anyway, so visits to Nashville would be the rare thing. Visits anywhere these days, all too rare because of COVID. But even before COVID, when the kids came to live here, we stopped making those trips, except every once in a while. And I kind of miss Nashville. So once we are free to travel and decide to do that, that's one of the places I'd like to go. So enough about Nashville. Let's get on with the layout. So like I said, I'm going to do it this way, and I'm just going to kind of do my own thing. So I'm going to put the sketch over here. I have cut a strip of this paper. Everything I'm using today is Vicki Boutin's Storyteller collection. And this paper is sort of similar to one that was in a Chamel collection a couple of years back from Box of Crayons, and very different colors and very different character, but it was almost like three different patterns on the same page of paper. And this one has some yellow paint kind of mixed into this peachy bit, and then the ink spots are just, and the flip side is amazing too, a black and gray kind of uneven stripe. So I love this, and it hurt my heart to cut a strip of it, but I love how it's going to look on the page, I think. My background paper, let me show you what that is. This is I ran across it in looking for a red page for something else I was doing, and I thought, oh wow, I love that, and it would go really well with the Vicki Boutin. It is a very old Christmas paper from Tim Holtz. It's the B-side of this kind of, or it's not Christmas, that's Valentine's. I guess I need to look at the images. Those are hearts and little, okay. So I just love it. It's got a lot of depth in it, and I think it's going to make a good backdrop for all of this. And it's kind of, even though these are daytime photos in Nashville, it kind of reminiscent of nightlife or, evening kinds of things. Okay, let me push all this stuff off the page. So what I've done, I knew I was going to put the, these, I'll tell you, these tags are cut from a cut-apart sheet in the collection. It came right out of the middle of this, and you'll see that there are feathers and a ruler and these really gorgeous kind of wine-colored tickets, and all of these strips, which are just great accent strips, and I'm going to use every single bit of that. But I just cut the tickets out straight across, cut the little notches, and then I cut apart a bunch of, just branding strips, and cut them down a little bit and made them into the ribbons on my tags. And I kind of varied them. I used 4 different branding strips. And I have foam back here, and that's going to kind of go up under here. And I have foam around the top part because I know this is going to rest on here. So I'll put those on together. I have distressed and folded back this paper, like right in here. There are a couple places I plan to do, to have something kind of sticking out from under there. So we'll see how that works. Go here. I'm going to put this. down. I kind of need some room at the top. Okay, there. I don't want a whole lot of the tickets. And I ran the tickets all the way, or the tags all the way across, because I didn't really want to cut any off. If I cut these outer two off, it would have left it at this, and I think that would have been too much of a border. So I kept it like that. I want to put this right under there, and I'll kind of fold that back so it shows. And I'm going to do the same thing. And these are just those cabbage roses cut from kind of the tail end of that. I do have this, which is I'm planning to use up at the top. And that'll finish that piece of paper. I have fussy cut all of those roses. Well, actually, that's not true. I think I did use a strip of that gold polka dot. Okay, there. And so we've got a couple roses coming out from there. I think I'm going to organize the photos this way. At first I had them this way, but John is facing out off the page, and I'd prefer to have him here. And I think this photo looks good with the ink spotted papers behind it, and it kind of goes with the white background. This is better for the kind of darker background. And I want to use this group of butterflies because these papers underneath showing through, this is a great tag, and it's the three butterflies are joined. It's almost like a cut file that's been filled with a cut file. And I really love it. So I want to make sure that I have room for it when I put these down. Can you please stop your phone from ringing, John? Okay. Here. And we'll go here. I'm going to bring those even distance from the edge, and I don't measure, but I'm kind of eyeballing there. Okay. Now this, I think I want to have maybe right there. And let me see how okay, if I do that works out well. And then I have this group in the ephemera pack. There are several different kinds of tickets, and I've stapled 4 of them together and thought I would kind of insert them right down in here. And then I want to use this to have some journaling. And I don't care if the butterfly tag kind of overlaps that journaling. I'm going to do the journaling before I put that in. So I'm okay with where this goes. I'm going to put a little bit of foam to raise it a bit there. The tickets, I think, let's see, I think I moved that a little too far over. The tickets, I think, are okay without having any foam, although let's do some foam because it'd be nice if they were sticking up this way. Okay, and let me write trips to Nashville are all too, I should have done this before, these days, since we aren't using it as a halfway spot to meet up with the kids. And then I think the rest of it's going to be hidden. It's going to be tucked back down here. Let's see if that's right. Yeah, that's correct. Let me get that out of the way there. And I might find some small embellishments that will kind of brighten that up. Okay, so this, and how I'm going to actually put a little dot of glue and put it where it's kind of overlapping. I'll put a dot of glue where it overlaps a photo. So I know for sure it's going to overlap that one right there, and it'll overlap the other one with this wing. And I think that's the only adhesive I'm going to put on it. And I'll just kind of drop it in place, and I won't mash it too hard. But that way it kind of floats above, and I love that those ink spots and then this coral color come through. So this one has two different colored wings. This one has the coral through both of the wings, and it shows up beautifully with that kind of purple and gray. And this picks up the colors of the roses, the tickets, and this journaling tag. So it's kind of cool. Okay, now I've got, I'm going to use these. I have this little thing that I've done. I wanted to title it Nashville Cats, but there's really only one of us in the photo. So I called it, I hand wrote this little label that says Nashville Cat. And I'm going to kind of prop it up under there. And I've got a, what I'm going to use for my title is this that says, "Go where the stars take you." And Nashville is full of stars. And you can see them on even little tiny stages, trying out new material, and it's just a really exciting place that I, to be honest, before we moved here, I can't say I had a huge interest in Nashville. We were there on one of our RV trips that we took to Kentucky right after Katie was born, and we were making trips there to see her. We loved the campground we stayed in, but we didn't really. Okay, I'm going to do some little tiny hearts out in the field here. They won't show up much, I'm not going to do anything here because I think that's really very busy. Anyway, we loved the campgrounds, but we, you know, I can't say we were inspired much to go into the city. There was, okay, here's something that says awesome stuff. And I think this can go here. I have to get it where I want it the first time. Okay, now I'm going to do some stars, and I think we'll be done. Anyway, we just kind of had to spend some time there to realize how much we loved it. So I'm going to put in each of these groupings with the hearts, I'm going to put a really tiny gold star, and that will kind of make these groupings cohesive. And you know, I used 4, and I need to use 5. I need an odd number. Okay, now I'm going to pick a larger star, and each one is going to be different. In each grouping, I'll have a different one. That one is the striped. This will be white. This one has kind of a batik sort of look. This one I love. It kind of... Okay, and what do I want here? I'll go for this, this checkered. That's cool. I wanted a larger one for there. Okay, and let me move this kind of out there. These are puffy stickers, and they're amazing. I love them. I wish I had 20 packs. And what's nice is, in the one pack that you do buy, you get 2 sheets, and the 2 sheets are identical. So you have, if you like them, you've got a couple of them. Okay, I think I'm done there. I thought maybe I would do something around here, and I'm looking for something that might arch around there. Maybe this guy. No, I'm not impressed with that. Same there. Okay. Here's, this thing says been there, and I thought I'd put that out there. It's a different color from, it's a pinker kind of version of red than the maroon kind of wine color that's out there. So it'll stand out on that wine colored background. So there we go. Okay, I think I'm done, and I love the sketch. Have I told you 500 times how much I love this sketch? I've got my title down here instead of up here, but I have my journaling here and some kind of a phrase sticker there. I have only 2 photos, but I've got my butterflies, and my butterflies kind of replace that photo and this flourish. And I've got stars, and I go where the stars take you, and having stars up in the top there, kind of, I like this. And by the way, I matted this photo with the packaging, and the packaging for this whole collection, everything, the stickers and everything, has this packaging in the back. And I thought it would look good. It would kind of pick up on the different colors in the filter that I used on that way back in the day. So thank you for watching. I think this one looks a little bit different from yesterday, but I think it's still true to this amazing sketch. So I'll see you tomorrow for the last day of 30 Days of Sketches, and I'll also be doing Mixed Media Frenzy, and Mixed Media Frenzy is going to be combined with 31 days of spooky scraps. So we'll see. I'm on the card for day 30 of that, and it happens to coincide with Mixed Media Frenzy. So I'll just make my Mixed Media Frenzy into a Halloween layout to match that prompt. So thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.